Welcome. That's the end. This is my third try. Let's get back to the beginning. I'm trying to do this in 10 minutes. All right, so welcome to IB Math at SL2. I am Ms. Castro. I'm sorry I can't be here tonight. Let's adjust this a little bit. My son I have two sons, and one of them is a senior in high school, and I never get to go to his back to school night because I'm always here doing my back to school night. So this time I'm taking the night off because it's my last chance to go to my high school kids' back to school night. All right, so if you have any questions that I haven't answered by the end of my 10-minute presentation, please email me your questions, and I'm pretty darn good at responding to email. Great, let's get on with the slides. Tell me about your child. I also encourage you to send me an email about your child. I love to hear about what do they do for fun, what activities are they involved in, sports, art, music, plays, work, what is it that they're interested in. If I was here, I would give you a questionnaire to fill out, and I'd love to read those things. So go ahead and send me information. A little about me. I've been here for 21 years at Cappuccino. It's the only place I've ever taught. Love it here. It's great. Okay, this is my second time, only my second time of teaching IB Math. It's a 2-year course, so this is my second time doing the 2-year course. So I'm actually in my 4th year of teaching IB, but it's only my second run through on this calculus curriculum. So far, I really enjoy it. I do have 2 kids. The 12th grader is why I'm not here tonight, because I'm at his back to school night. I also have an 8th grader. His back to school night is always on a different night, so I always get to go to his. I live in Mill Valley. That's quite far away. I care for my 93-year-old father. I live in the house that I grew up in with my 93-year-old father and my 2 kids. I teach part-time. I do not teach after lunch because then I leave and go home because my dad has a lot of doctor's appointments. He has cancer. He has stage 4 lung cancer. He's doing really well. Thank you for asking. But he does have a lot of medical appointments. So that's why I'm teaching part-time. I only teach in the morning. I have a couple of hobbies that I like to do, and you're going to say, how can you do those hobbies and take care of your family? It's a stretch. Let me tell you, I play the cello. I'm a member of the Mill Valley Philharmonic. We have free concerts up in Mill Valley. Come up and see one sometime. Look us up on the internet. All right, I'm also a whitewater rafting guide. I do this mostly in the summer. My season is coming to an end. I only have 3 more trips this September, and then I'm done for the year. Well, I'm done until like March, April is when we start up again. And I'm born and raised here in the Bay Area, grew up in Mill Valley, went to college in Berkeley, UC Berkeley, and I've lived in San Francisco and the East Bay and Oakland and back to Marin, where I grew up. That's me. All right, there's my vacation pictures. I think, therefore, IB. So these are the Common Core math standards, and they really mesh well with IB. These math standards here, and I'm not going to read them all to you, are also very much emphasized by the IB Math curriculum. And the main overarching goal here is to get students to make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. And so we're trying to give them the idea about how to be a real mathematician, how to pose questions, how to hypothesize, how to guess, and then test your guess. What do you think's happening? And then, what does this remind you of? What patterns do you see? How can we come up with a shortcut? How can we write a formula to help us do things faster? Because really that's what mathematics is all about, is being efficient and recognizing the efficiency in natural processes and putting them into a way that we can use to solve our problems faster and more efficiently. I think I said the word efficiently 3 times. That was not very efficient. All right, IB Learner Profile. So the IB Learner Profile, which I'm sure you've seen all over campus already, and other teachers have been talking about it, is we want well-rounded citizens of the world. And so there's some things that you need to internalize, some character development that you need to be in order to be a good functioning citizen of the world. And so these are the ones that I picked out for me, for my class, that I think that I work on in my class. Communicators, you got to be able to explain, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Why does it work? Knowledgeable, you got to know some stuff. So like today we were working on differential calculus. What is the derivative? What is the gradient function? Where does it come from? What does it do? Why is it helpful? I want students to know these things. Inquirers, why do we care? Why are we doing this? I want students to look at a problem and ask questions about it. I want them to be curious. How could we do this better? How could we do this more efficiently? Risk takers. That's the biggest problem I have in my class. The students are terrified to fail. They're terrified to do anything wrong. I want students to get up to the board, try it, see if it's a giant mess, see if they make a mistake. That's great. We're going to learn from it. Okay, nobody knew all mathematics from the time that they're born. It all needs to be developed. And how do you develop? By trying things, making mistakes, and getting better at it. Then after you've taken those risks and you've made a botch of it, reflect. What did we learn? What did work? What didn't work? What could we try that's different? Let's be reflective about what we did. And thinking the whole time. Thinking, what else could I do? What else could I bring to this? What other background knowledge do I have that I can bring to this situation? And then let's care. Let's care about everybody in the class. Let's make sure everybody is achieving the same goals, that we work there and we get there together. Because if we don't care about each other in society, society's going to fall apart. All right, what is this course? This is a 2-year course. This is our 2nd year in this course. So hopefully everybody has seen the book. Everybody has an idea of the mathematics in the course. This year, I'm mostly going to be focusing on calculus, 1st semester, and then statistics, 2nd semester. And I forgot to start my timer. I don't know how much time I have left. Can I see on here? Yeah, I've got 4 minutes left. Okay. So we're also going to try and get to vectors. I've already told my students it's a really big book and I might not get to everything in the book because I'm more interested in students understanding what we're doing and retaining the knowledge rather than getting through every single page of every topic that is in our textbook. Also, you might notice my students maybe have pointed out, I don't use the textbook very often. I think it's written in a very traditional approach, which does not encourage students to be inquirers and risk takers and developing their own mathematics. So, and I think when you just read a formula in a book and then just copy the formula and plug in numbers, that you're not really learning mathematics. So you're going to see that I don't use the textbook all that much, but it does have all the topics in it that I am hopefully going to get to, but don't count on it. Okay, we're going to get as far as we can. But my main emphasis is calculus this semester. Next semester it's going to be statistics. Students are expected to take the IB exam at the end of year 2. So my seniors, I expect you to take the IB exam. And think of it this way. If you are playing a sport, let's say you're a soccer player and you're in a tournament, and the tournament is coming up and you have to travel there and it's going to cost some money. Are you not going to go because you have to go somewhere different and you have to pay some money to go there? Are you just not going to show up? No, you're going to go. You're going to do your best. You're going to see how you finish because you've worked the entire season on your soccer team and you want to know, how do you stack up against other soccer teams in your region? Same thing with the IB test. Okay, the IB Math SL test does not get college credit at very many universities. Maybe a few, but not very many. Not the CSUs and not the UCs. So why do we take the test? Basically, it's like, why do we go to that soccer tournament at the end of the season? To see how we did, see how good we are, and to compare ourselves. In this case, in IB, it's not just your region, it's to the entire world. Let's see how you do on a world scale. Okay, my 11th graders, you can take it this year if you want. You can take the IB exam this year if you want. Otherwise, you can wait till next year and take the IB exam then. More information on that later. Check out Canvas. I got a lot of information in Canvas. I also have my own YouTube channel where you can see me working through homework problems and giving notes. Projects, we're going to have a major project this year, this semester, the Math IA. Next semester, it's going to be a video project. All students have a subscription to MathSpace. I love this program. It's not perfect, but it's the best online math tutoring program I have found because I can customize all the assignments. Students tend to hate it because it's really nitpicky about how you type in the answers, but it has lots of hints and it even has videos embedded so students can get help. How can you help your students succeed? Make sure they have graph paper and a graphing calculator, pencils. Those are the main things. Notice that's this graph paper a lot of times. There's a graphing calculator. These are my kids. They don't look like that anymore. They look like this. They're all grown up. And that's us on vacation again. Love the wilderness. If you can, I would love it if you wanted to send in some supplies with your kids. Kleenex. I go through a ton of Kleenex, hand sanitizer. The kids like hand sanitizer, disinfecting wipes. Their desks get disgusting. Extra pencils. I go to Costco and I buy them in bulk, and yet I'm still always running out. Whiteboard markers. Oh my gosh, if you want to give me some of these, I will love you forever. And graph paper. I always have a supply of graph paper here in my classroom. So if you want to provide some to the class, that would be awesome. The math department got, I think, a $200 budget that has to be split among